Assalamualaikum and a very good day to all the viewers. My name is Muhammad Azam bin Zainab and my metric number is E24A3263. Today I am incredibly pleased to introduce you and walk you through my academic portfolio for the course EFT2143. This portfolio serves as a comprehensive digital repository for my research project entitled Analysis of Factors Influencing Recycling Behavior through Quantitative Survey among University Students at CMT. Next, we are moving on to the core framework of my research with a rough introduction section. This section sets the stage for the entire study by establishing why this research is necessary and what it aims to achieve. As outlined here on the main landing page, the introduction is divided into 6 crucial subsections that build the foundation of my project. First is background of study, problem statement, objective, scope of study, significance of study, and finally the study area. So for the background of study, managing solid waste is a huge challenge in Malaysia. And while we have a great national recycling policies, our recycling rates are still lagging. Universities are critical environment for change, but research shows a major issue. The knowledge action gap means that having environmental knowledge doesn't automatically mean students will actually recycle. Psychological factors and campus convenience often matter much more than information alone. Because of this, it is essential to run a set-specific analysis here at UNK. This quantitative survey aims to uncover the exact factors driving recycling behavior among our own student body. Next, for the problem statements, even though UNK provides an environmental curriculum, there is a clear inconsistency in how students actually dispose of recyclable waste on campus. While many understand sustainability, recycling rates stay low due to the service barrier, like hard to find bins and a lack of social pressure. Without identifying these exact roadblocks, the university can build an effective waste management system. To tackle this issue, my study focused on 3 key objectives. First, to determine the current recycling awareness and practice among university students. Second, to analyze how attitude, social norms, and behavioral context affect their attentions to recycle. And third, to identify the most significant situational barriers that stop students from recycling on campus. And next, we are looking at the scope of study. This research focuses specifically on active students currently enrolled across various faculty and years at UNK to get a truly representative sample. The data collection and research are conducted during the February 2025-2026 semesters. Next, let's look at the significance of study. This research brings valuable benefits to 3 key scopes. For UNK management, it provides data-driven insights to help improve campus recycling infrastructure and design more impactful. For the environmental awareness program, for students, it highlights how important individual contributions are toward building a successful green campus initiative. And for policymakers, it offers a practical case study on how behavioral factors directly influence waste management success in higher education institutions. Finally, this is the study and research share. Study is conducted specifically at University Malaysia Kelantan Campus Chile. I chose this set because it represents a highly diverse student population from various academic backgrounds. This makes it the perfect environment to observe real-world recycling behavior and patterns in a structured campus setting. Now, let's move on to the literature review section. My research synthesized these existing international and Malaysian studies into 4 core themes. First, theoretical framework. I utilized the theory of planned behavior, which explains that recycling actions are driven by individual intentions, social pressure, and perceived control. Second, solid waste management challenge in Malaysia. This highlights how rapid urbanization limits the effectiveness of policies like source separation, making institutional change necessary. Third, environmental knowledge versus actual practice. This emphasizes that awareness alone is insufficient, confirming that a clear gap exists between what students know and what they actually do. And lastly, factors and barriers in the campus environment. This focuses on how crucial the physical infrastructure is, such as clear signage and heavy buildings close to hospital. Now, let's explore the methodology of the study, which outlines the tools and processes used to gather data. Under the materials, the project utilizes hardware such as laptops and smartphones for distributing the research, software like Google Forms for this survey dissemination, Research Microsoft Excel and SPSS for statistical data analysis, an instrument structured questionnaire adapted for established environmental behavior studies, and for my methods is a research design that I use to cross-sectional quantitative survey design, sampling a simple random sampling targeting active students across various UMK faculties, data collection. The survey are actively distributed online via digital platforms like WhatsApp and Telegram. Data analysis that we apply descriptive statistics to look at awareness level and correlation analysis to find the relationship between behavioral factors and actual resulting. Next, we look at the research budget section. The financial planning for this 9-week project has been kept highly economical, totaling exactly 100 ringgit. The above includes car fuel, RM15 for travel to the UMK campus, stationery shop, survey distribution, and supervisory fees. Printing and documentation, RM20 for printing journal articles, for our literature review, and a hard copy of the draft proposal. And lastly, the documentation $10 for basic stationery and folders to organize my physical research work. And lastly, contingency fund for 20 ringgit serving as a small buffer for any unforeseen technical or administrative risks. Next, I will show you my research project which maps out our quantitative approach across 5 distinct phases. We start with phase 1, to identify the low recycling rates at UMK and refine our scope. From there, we move to designing our theoretical framework implementing our 5 points, then scale survey. In data, we have a pilot study and a Google form, and finally executing a descriptive and correlation analysis in phase 5. Moving over to the Gantt chart and milestone page, you can see my project milestone roadmap. It highlights 5 key achievements across the 9-week period, starting from our initial research setup in week 1, establishing our theoretical grounding, validating our instrument, moving through data acquisition, and leading to our final submission and goal completion. To ensure everything stays strictly on track, this detailed project timeline Gantt chart shows the exact distribution of my tasks. It visualizes how I balance out my primary literature review across the first half of the semester, shifted into instrument design and pilot testing by week 5, and brought up the final weeks with intense data collection and comprehensive analysis. Lastly, we have the reference section. To ensure full academic integrity and support our theoretical grounding, all literature, frameworks, and data sources used throughout the study have been systematically documented. As shown on the screen, these 7 key references include critical studies on Malaysia waste management hurdles, the theory of planned behavior, and existing research regarding recycling attitudes on university campus. Every entry strictly follows the standard APS 7 edition referencing format. That's all from me. Thank you.